Hi, everybody, from Boston Field at Nelsonville York High School. It's August the 30th, 2024, and it's week 2 of the high school football season. The Nelsonville York Buckeyes hosting the Logan Chieftains.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Bob Grillo, Jeff Thacker, Brian Radeball, Tim McManus, Lugs Harold doing stats today. We got Tyler Ward helping in the booth, so that's good. And Vikings, Circleville won the toss, and they elected to defer the second half. No, Vikings won the toss and deferred, so the Vikings will kick.
Pre-game shows, we get you ready for this matchup between the Zane Trace Pioneers and the Waverly Tigers. The captains are making their way to midfield, and Jake, you don't know this, but for whatever reason, we tend to miss the coin flip. So your job is to make sure we see that. You got me?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so when we went away.
There we are.
There you go.
Sorry, folks. Good evening, folks. Sorry we're late. Getting a little technical difficulties out of the way to start 2024 home Rocket game against Piketon. I'm Matt Peterson alongside me, same as last year. Good buddy Nate Mollahan. And again with us, Paul Peterson, going to be helping us out with stats. He's got a headset on. So hopefully all the bugs are worked out.
The Buckeyes will be Logan Meek. He had a long kickoff of 55 yards last week against Trimble. So this game ready to get underway. Of course, we play 12-minute quarters. And the approach and the kick. And it'll be taken right around the 11-yard line. The return man still going for the Chieftains, and now he'll be brought down right around.
It's going to require Fairfield to try to do something here. Danny Blair back there with Couch. We've got trips left on the play. And he calls for the snap. He's looking. He's going to pass the ball this time. Receivers are out there, and looks like that might be a completion if they give it to him. They're going to give it to him. It'll be on about the 1-yard line. First and goal.
Yeah, I think they were actually playing that for a first down, maybe not necessarily for the touchdown. And he caught that, hit the turf, and they got 4 downs to go and 1 yard to get there.
And the snap is given, and the quarterback's going to run it in for a touchdown. That'll be.
So we'll see how that goes. Essel's been the guy. They're going to go back and pass. He's going to throw a bomb.
Oh, my.
And it is caught. It is caught. What a catch. That is number 5, Jack Klein, and that's his second great catch of the game. And
That's a lot. At least 20. 22.
Snap to Kelly, going to hand it off the right side to Carroll. Trying to get to the outside, makes a cut, nice move.
Oh, he busted! He busted a run.
25, 20, 15, 10, 5. And
Touchdown.
he's out of bounds.
No,
at the
oh, you
1
kidding
line.
me? That was a heck of a run, though. Way to use his speed, get to the outside,
Yeah,
breaks
baby.
over those 3 tackles, and is a huge play for the Tigers.
That's a 46-yard run for Cade Carroll. Sets the Tigers.
4:16 left to go in the first quarter.
And Buddy Wilson is also the punter. So punt is in there, coming after Gage Goheen. He's got it. Seth Lambert's going to recover to the O. There we go. Touchdown, Golden Rockets on a block punt by Gage Goheen. And see who comes up with it. Number 17, Grayson Seitz.
Great play by the
4 minutes to play, third quarter. Calvin Wilson will try to add on the extra point. And the kick is up, and the kick is no good, off to the left. So the Logan lead is 13-0, 4 minutes to play in the third quarter.
37 seconds to go in this first quarter. Tigers leading 14-0, knocking on the door again. Second and goal, just inside the 10-yard line. Twin receivers left. Snap, going to fake the handoff again. He's got Sparky. Mason Sparks on the dump pass, same as a play from a few ago.
Hey, when you get your running game working, you know, they respect that play action. It's freezing those linebackers. And 2 plays on this drive, you know, Sparks coming right down the seam wide open.
7, Golden Rockets lead. Second and goal, ball marked on the 5-yard line.
Piketon's starting to take over the line of scrimmage.
So same formation. This is going to be a keep by Golian this time. Straight up the middle, almost untouched, and he's going to score.
Yeah. Yeah, we have no answer for that right now. So good job by the Piketon coaching staff seeing a weakness in our defense and attacking it. We'll see how Coach Coop makes adjustments. We've got 4 minutes left to go now in the half.
Down and 5. And they're on the 10-yard line. 3rd and 5 on the 10-yard line of the Oak Hill Oaks. 8:40 to go, 7-7 in the first half. Big defensive stand we need right here for the Oaks.
Big 3rd down here, 3rd and 5.
Big 3rd down. We got far wide, trips right.
Watch number 18 on the left.
There goes the ball to Blair. He's going to the left side. He's going to be in there. He's in there. And that'll be a touchdown.
High snap goes to Haber. Haber's going to waltz it in for the 6.
Yes, he does.
And that'll make it 35-14. Vikings are going to go for
2.
That was a good call. And I'll tell you what, Jace Moore, who he's pretty tall. He's about 6 foot. Vikings don't have much height in basketball, but he is going to be he's going to have to play in the post a little bit with that size, the way he's jumping to get those high snaps today.
Carson Tootle at quarterback. Hands it off on the right side. Ethan Courtney. No, it goes to the left side. The quarterback kept it. Nice fake.
That was, my goodness. Everybody followed Courtney the other way. 23-yard TD run by the quarterback, number 5, Carson Tootle.
Off,
You
and
get
Tigers
the ball,
get a first down.
Heck, you get the ball at the 48-yard line.
Tigers waste no time. Trips left. Kelly looking. He's got the intermediate receiver. That's Sparks again. He's got another Tiger first down in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
I love how Mason Sparks is making his presence early in this game. He's a 6'5" wide receiver, and he runs like a deer, man. I mean, I love watching him play football.
Strong safety. Cale Fott's going to play on the other side. Buddy Wilson offset to Gullion's left. Gullion in the shotgun. Going to take the snap. Play fake. He's doing RPO out to the left. But has the ball in the flat. Complete to number 43. He's going to have enough for a first down. Going to be knocked out of bounds just at midfield. That's Piketon's number 43, Zach Hanna, the senior tight end.
Hey, good play call right there. The receiver ran downfield. Kel and Mason Collins both jumped him, running back out of the backfield, and our linebacker didn't get up there to cover it enough. Good play for Piketon.
And give us those opportunities.
Yeah.
Spread, snap, looking to pass. He's got some time. There's the ball. It's in the air. Oh, he's wide open. It's caught. Number 12 gets the catch all the way down to the 2-yard line. Completion to Ethan O'Connor. What a play by the Oaks.
That's a great ball there by Eddie Abley. Trusted his wide receiver out there.
Wide
on the left
open,
side.
undefended. Wow, what a play. What a play by O'Connor. Beautiful ball, beautiful catch, and the Oaks are within the smelling distance of the end zone.
That's right.
1st and goal for the Oaks. They got 4 downs to put one in here, and they're telling the crowd to get on their feet, and we want to see a touchdown right here. Spread off.
All town communities, that's how it goes.
Yeah, that's right. I love it.
All right, here we go. Fairfield Christian Academy from their own 12.
There we go. Spread. Couch calls for it. He's going to feed it right there to Blair again, but the Oaks are going to stop him right there at the line. He might gain 1, maybe 2. So happy to have Daniel Parker back up here with his ears on.
Back on line.
Trips to the right. Gullion empty backfield. Going to send Braden Wilson in motion. Hand off to him on a jet sweep. Seth Lambert out there, Hunter Collins out there. They're going to tackle him for a loss of about 2.
Yeah, great job by Seth getting there, but Seth has to get that outside shoulder. Where was he coming from right there? Was
backside. So
backside?
he was chasing from behind. So
Hunter
Collins. Hunter Collins from the other side wound up actually making the play.
So he did take the right angle right there.
Right,
okay,
so
yeah.
He was in.
Trips left, split right. Snap, back to pass, looking right the whole time. Throws the out. Nice catch. Going to have a Zane Trace first down. I bet that's number 6. What do you think?
Yeah, number 6, Aiden Dunn.
That guy's a nice player.
Yeah, he's fast.
Well, he had an interception a week ago, but man, they haven't had that many catches. He's had a bunch.
Cameron Sullivan, play action, back to pass. Gets away from a would-be tackler. Sullivan running with it. He's got a Buckeye first down out to the 46. Picks up 13 yards.
That's his first rush. As Jim said, good for 13 yards.
The Chieftains already up 7-0.
And they're at the 9-yard line.
Looked like that was Alec Thompson on that interception. Big play for the Buckeyes. Cam Sullivan hands it off. Austin Gautier takes it out to about the 15-yard line, maybe the 16.
So
Air conditioning?
stay tuned to see.
Air conditioning?
That's Timmy's job.
Vikings get the ball.
Timmy's
They
the
hand the
muscle.
ball. And that is Habern. Habern gets hit for a loss.
Wow.
That gets a wow from Jeff Thacker at the 11:53 mark, and that was
That's a big loss.
that's a big loss.
Haven't moved the stick yet, but that's a big loss. No, he didn't get.
Again, Alec Thompson, Walker Stone back deep to receive the kickoff for the Buckeyes. And we're ready to go. Markin kicks a short one up the field. Be picked up by Alec Thompson. Brings it to this side. And Thompson will be corralled right around the 30-yard line.
Scores 14-8, as I said. First downs. Vinton's has more first downs than the Tigers. They have 10-8. Vikings have ran more plays, 26 for 90 yards, and have more yardage rushing. Tigers have 16 for 42 on the ground. Passing yards, 72 for the Tigers, 51 for the Vikings. Jace Moore, another great percentage game, 4 for 5. Their fine quarterback is 6 for 8, and that would be Phelan. And there's been no fumbles. We had one punt return for 9 yards. Kickoff returns, we have 1 for 15, them 1 for 18. They punted one time for 39 yards. We've gone for it. A pretty penalty-free game. We have 4 for 34. They have 3 for 26. Time of possession, unbelievable. The Vikings 15-23 to 8:37. And we've converted 4 of 6 third downs. They have converted 3 of 4. Individual, we're 1 for 2 on fourth downs. Red zone scores, we're 1 for 2. They're 2 for 2. Circleville, they brought in Ray Ezel at the end of the game. He was dominant. He had 3 carries for 23 yards. Drew Thornsley, 7 carries for 25 yards. Hudson Phelan, 6 carries for 16 yards for the Vikings. 9 carries for 38 yards for Lane Habern. Clayton Lester, 12 for 37. Jace Moore, some nice runs, 5 for 28. Take a look at some more. Phelan 6 for 8 passing for 72. Jace is 4 for 5 for 51. Lester has 1 catch for 27 yards. Lane 1 for 10. Hunter Mulhern 1 for 8, tight end, nice route. Josh Montgomery made a great catch on 1 for 6. They have Cole Nunchester, 3 receptions for 7 yards and a touchdown. Their big guy's been Jack Klein, 2 for 58. And let's see what else we have. I think that's the big stat. Oh, tackles, we got those. So far, this is just great. Our stats guys, except no substitute.
Best in Southeastern Ohio.
That's it. Lane Habern has a big sack, and he has 2 tackles for losses. Clayton Lester, 1 tackle for a loss. Jacob Thacker had a big sack, and that's where we're at. So the Vikings are playing pretty good ball. We appreciate Lugs and Timmy doing those stats for us.
So, Bob, we're right back.
Time show as the Waverly Marching Tigers, along with their alumni counterparts, are out performing here at halftime. And I have to mention Steve Murray, our PA guy's picture is on the scoreboard right now for a Pro Source. Had to throw that in. Got some first half stats. Now, these are very unofficial. I'm no Matt Snodgrass, and I don't have a computer, so bear with me. The Tigers able to run the ball effectively there in the first half. Mason Kelly with 18 yards scrambling from quarterback position. Kate Carroll with 2, 4, 6, 7 carries for 74 yards, averaging over 10 yards a carry. Bill Asano worked in 12 yards on 3 carries. Hunter Houck with 14 yards on 5 carries, but 2 touchdowns.
And he's 4 for 4 on PATs.
Yes, but see, you just jinxed him now.
Yeah, you're right.
So 118 yards on the ground for the Tigers. Through the air, Mason Pollard with 5 catches for 37 yards. Lane Bear with a catch for 5. Hez Nelson with a couple big ones for 36 yards. Mason Sparks, though, is the guy. 5 receptions, 59 yards, and a touchdown. Sawyer Myers, he only catches touchdowns. He's got 2 catches, 4 touchdowns, 1 tonight, 1 last week. So Mason Kelly with 153 yards through the air. That's 271 yards total offense for the Tigers. Now on the other side of that, St. Trace, 29 yards on the ground, 43 yards through the air, and 34 of those were on one play. They fumbled the ball 5 times.
Recovered every time.
And we were able to get it back. Now, on the positive side of things for them, Jake, they did find a way to get the ball in the end zone and breathe a little bit of life into an otherwise dismal first half.
That is true. And I will
straightened out here for us.
Yeah, it helps when you put numbers into these things. They tend to work better.
That's right.
Yeah, Clarkson for the night sitting at a total of 6 carries with 51 yards at 8.5 a carry. So I expect a lot more of that come the second half.
Right, and of course, we've talked about going into this game was our depth at running back is probably the greatest strength that we have.
Yeah.
You know, we got 3 guys that they're starting caliber backs.
Right.
And Coach Graham has done a good job of designing the offense in a way that gives them all touches. So I think if you can get that established, you know, the idea is to open this up because, you know, and we'll say this all year, guys, because not enough can be said about Cale Fott and the threat that he brings. He is a specimen. You know, 6'2", 6'3". I'm not sure what he weighs. I'm going to give him at least 180.
Right.
And solid, and he's lightning quick.
And he got clocked I think at Marshall at 4.6. So that's moving on.
Yeah, for a big kid. So
people don't realize how fast that is. I mean, he always big numbers in the NFL like 4.3, 4.4. 4.6 is moving on for high school football.
Yeah. So, you know, eventually you're going to have to make him more of a focal point of the offense. PJ, just go over Johnny Scott's numbers for us one more time.
Johnny Scott, let's see here. He's sitting at 6 carries for 33 yards and rushing, 5.5 per carry. Passing, he's at 7 attempts with 2 completions for a total of 46 yards. Only 28.5% on completion rate, so not the best we've seen out of him, but it's not the worst either.
Right. Well,
Live at Davis Stadium. It's halftime, baby, with 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Corey Ruby, Michael Evans, and Daniel Parker bringing you coverage of tonight's Mighty Oaks football game. What a little burner of a game we have so far, Mike. 14-7. The Oaks are trailing, but definitely not out of the game.
Absolutely not. Yeah, we thought maybe we were going to see a shootout there at the beginning, and right now it's 14-7 in favor of the Knights from Fairfield Christian Academy. They've got a couple of short runs in there for their touchdowns. At the beginning of the first quarter, they had Mr. Parker Couch with the quarterback position with a 1-yard rush for a touchdown there in the first quarter. And then Oak Hill comes back with a 4-yard rush by number 21, Blaze Ford, with 1 minute and 19 seconds to go in the first quarter. Makes it 7-7. And then in the second quarter with 8 minutes and 14 seconds to go, Fairfield Christian Academy gets a 10-yard run there by Danny Blair from the running back position to give them the 14-7 lead. Right now we are about 6 minutes from halftime ending, and we just watched the Marching Oaks Band march across the field and give us a very, very nice halftime show, as they always do. We can always expect great things from Director Bryce Wernz and the Marching Oaks Band. Right now we got a special guest in the building. The doctor is in. I just met him up here just a little bit ago. I think is it Bob? Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
We've got Dr. Dylan Lewis, team physician for the Oak Hill football team out there for Holzer Medical Systems, and it's good to have you up here, Dylan. It's good to have you back in the area.
Yeah, Mike. Thanks for having me on. We're excited to be back and settled in the community, and you know, one of our first ways to give back here is kind of supporting the kids on Friday nights here.
That's absolutely right. We are fortunate to have you here, and tell you, we are fortunate to see a pretty good game out there. I know you're a big football fan yourself, a former Oak out there, and what's it like for you coming back and watching these kids out there under these Friday night lights again?
Oh, it's great, man. Yeah, miss the atmosphere. Nothing like Friday nights for football. But yeah, the kids playing hard. Had some tough penalties here and there that have hurt us. You know, a personal foul there, but you know, kids are playing hard and being physical. So. Part of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, from a football perspective, I know you know the game pretty well, and you know you were here last week as well, out there on the field watching them against the Golden Rockets from Wellston, and penalties really plagued them there as well, and penalties tonight, as you've already mentioned, but definitely in this game tonight, and hoping to see a good, strong second half from those Oaks.
Absolutely.
Let's see, for Logan in rushing, Caden Morgan with 8 rushes for 43 yards. Quarterback Carson Tootle with 5 rushes for 67 yard. Chris Gump, 2 rushes, 29. Ethan Courtney, 4 rushes for 21 yards. In receiving, Jack Walsh, 2 for 14. Jacob Carrig, 1 for 3. Austin Weinzier, 1 for 3. Jim Carver, 1 for 6. And Jeremy Farley, 1 for 14. Quarterback Carson Tootle was 6 of 12 for 43 yards. For Nelsonville York, rushing, Walker Stone, 1 rush for -2. Austin Gautier, 10 rushes for 48. Cam Sullivan, 2 for 16. Dakota Cunningham, 5 for 23. Alec Thompson, 1 rush for 4. And Logan Meek caught the only reception, was for 9 yards. Quarterback Cam Sullivan was just 1 for 9 yards, 3 incompletions. Buckeyes and Chieftains had a great first half.
back on, we Vikings go down 35-14, but played a much better game. No turnovers, very few penalties. Looked a much better, Jeff, all around.
Oh, I think so.
So Vikings go down 35-14, led in first down 17-16. Rush for 135 yards on 47 carries, 146 yards on 34 carries for the Tigers, and 148 passing yards for the Tigers, 86 for Vinton. Another great game by Jace Moore, 6 for 8. They had a fine quarterback in Phelan. He was 9 for 14, and they had total offense of 294 yards. The Vikings 221, so pretty even there. And basically, it was time of possession was 28-49 for the Vikings, 19-11 for Circleville. Vikings were 4 and 10 on third downs, 5 of 7 for Circleville's. Vikings 2 of 4 on fourth downs, and particularly struggled a little bit in the end zone. And they were 2 for 4 in the red zone. Circleville 5 for 5. You're not going to lose many games when you're 5 for 5.
No.
Easel came in off the bench, had 81 yards for Circleville. Thornsley, another nice running back, 14 carries for 51 yards. And Klinger off the bench got 10 yards on 1 carry. Hudson Phelan, a great game. Their quarterback, very cool, calm, and collected, 9 carries for 31 yards. Lane Hayburn had 91 yards on 18 carries for the Vikings. Clayton Lester, 54 on 18 carries. Jace Moore, 11 for 29. Moore had 86 yards passing, as I said, got sacked twice. Receiving, Madison had 2 nice catches, and he had 35 yards receiving to lead the Vikings. Cole Nunchester had 4 catches for 40 yards and a touchdown. Their big guys, Jack Klein, they needed something, they went to Klein. And kick returns, Vikings were led by Lester, 2 for 36 yards. Tackles, Lester led them with 5. And this is the scoring. The Tigers scored first on a 3-yard Drew Hensley run. Caden Paxton kick at the 8:18 mark. Vikings had a 5-yard touchdown run by Lane Hayburn with 6:35 left. Jacob Thacker then got the 2-point pass from Clayton Lester out of a funky formation. And the Vikings led for the first time and only time this year, 8-7. The Tigers on a Cole Nunchester 4-yard pass from Hudson Phelan. Cade Paxton kick. Scored at the 3:56 mark to make it 14-8. Made it 20-8 on a Drew Thornsley 6-yard run. Caden Paxton's kick was blocked. Drew Thornsley scored on a 3-yard young Cole Nunchester pass from Hudson Phelan. Made it 28-8. Ray Easel had a great game, 4-yard run. Caden Paxton kick at the 6:59 mark of the fourth quarter to make it 35-8. Final score, Lane Hayburn 12-yard run. Clayton Lester rush failed. Final 35-18. Thank you, Lugs and Timmy, our stats guys. So, Jeff, we're going to...
For the Logan Chieftains in rushing, Caden Morgan was 16 rushes for 78 yards and 1 TD. Quarterback Carson Tootle, 10 rushes for 102 yards, 2 TDs. Jacob Carrig, 1 for 2. Chris Gump, 2 for 29. Ethan Courtney, 10 for 34 yards. Jeremy Fraley had 1 for -2. In receiving, Jack Walsh had 3 receptions for 17 yards. Jason Currig, 1 for 3. Austin Weinzier, 1 for 6. Jim Carver, 1 for 6. And Jeremy Fraley, 1 for 14. Carson Tootle was 7 of 15 in passing for 47 yards. For Nelsonville York, rushing, Walker Stone, 1 rush for -2 yards. Austin Gautier, 16 rushes for 69 yards. Cameron Sullivan, 5 for 35. Dakota Cunningham, 10 for 45 yards. And Alec Thompson, 1 for 4. Alec Thompson in receiving had 3 receptions, 24 yards. Walker Stone, 1 for 31. Austin Gautier, 1 for 5. And Logan Meek, 1 for 9. Austin Gautier, 1 pass, which was incomplete. Cameron Sullivan was 6 of 14 passing for 69 yards. Buckeyes lose a rough one here. No, they wanted to beat Logan so bad, but they end up on the short end of the stick. 19-0.
Getting the Buckeyes, they are now 1-1 on the season. Logan, they improved to 1-1. Next week, Buckeyes will be home once again
It's been a great night here calling this game. We're back on the winning side of the house in the game of football. First win since week 1 of 2022. It's a great day to be an Oak, and it's been fun bringing you the game. Stay tuned, stay safe, be careful, and we'll see you next week. Good night.
You did a great job. We
Thank
appreciate you coming down.
I
Maybe
appreciate you coming,
maybe we'll
having
get you
me
back and do it again sometime later this season.
course.
I think
Anytime.
Snod's
I
going
was
to
going
make
to say,
an appearance
rumor
next
has
week.
that Snodgrass might
Yeah,
try to,
we look forward to that.
wiggle back in next week.
All right, so final score, Waverly 28, Zane Trey 7 for Todd Harris and Jake Schrader. I'm Jeff Davis, and you've been listening to Waverly Football on WXIZ.
Radaball, Jeff Thacker saying good night and God bless.
And the Buckeyes of Nelsonville York, 0. For Gavin Potts and Corbin Wilbur on camera, and Kurt Nunley and Jim McCumber, we say so long, everybody.
We'll call it a night, guys. I'm Matt Peterson with Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. You're listening to Fox Sports 105.3 FM, 1330 WYPC AM. Good night and God bless. Go Rockets.